Hi, my name is Brad, and I'm an education specialist here at the Detroit Zoological Society. In this episode of Mary, Not Scary, we are talking about an animal that has gained an undeserved reputation as dirty, selfish, and evil. But what's the truth?
We are merry, we are not so scary. Bats and cats and rats and spiders, please be aware, do not be afraid.
Rats have many connections with Halloween. They are used as decorations in haunted houses. They are sometimes depicted in fiction as being the familiars of witches or incorporated into witchcraft and spells. But where does the spooky feeling come from when someone sees a rat dart by in the darkness? To make a long story short, rats are connected to historical superstitions. In ancient and medieval times, rats were known to infest abandoned and dirty places that were believed to be haunted by ghosts. Their nocturnal and secretive behavior left a lot to the imagination, and soon, rats were not only associated with haunted places, but also witches. In 16th century England, reported rat infestations and the witchcraft hysteria led to an even deeper connection between the two. But the biggest contributor for the bad rap the rat receives is their association with death and disease. Rats and mice were believed to spread the bubonic plague, also known as the Black Death, around Europe in the 14th century. The Black Death swept through Asia, Europe, and Africa and killed an estimated 50 million people, including about 30 to 50% of the European population. After the plague, rats were cemented in human history as bringers of death and decay. Unfortunately for your Halloween display, rats aren't as scary as historic superstitions would want you to believe. Rats are actually incredibly intelligent, social, playful, and clean. Oh, you don't believe me? Rats bathe and clean themselves multiple times a day. Now I know what you're saying, but Brad, what about the plague? Well, it turns out that maybe rats aren't to blame. According to recent studies, fleas in humans were the actual super spreaders, not rats. In fact, one study showed that rats might not have been involved in the spread at all, and humans and fleas are solely to blame. Notably, the Black Death declined when people started improving sanitation and cleaning themselves regularly. You know, kind of like a rat. Okay, so we cleared the air that rats aren't just carriers for disease. Sure, they do carry some diseases, but lots of animals do, including mosquitoes, chickens, horses, dogs, cats, and humans. So we can't really dislike an animal just because they carry some diseases. The main thing to know is just give rats their space. However, I think the most overlooked aspect of the rat is how intelligent and social they are. Superstition and folktales have created an untrue depiction of a cunning and vicious rat, but in reality, they are extremely thoughtful and empathetic. Rats are considerably smaller than most dogs, but they have comparable cognitive abilities. For example, they are very skilled problem solvers and have excellent memories. They also bond closely with one another. Multiple studies have shown that rats will lend a helping paw to another rat in distress. Even when given two options, help another rat or eat some delicious chocolate, rats chose the path of altruism and aided the rat in distress. As companion animals, rats develop close connections with their human guardians. They enjoy being petted, scratched, and even tickled, and they may return the affection by grooming a human's hand. So, my mission to you all this Halloween season is to challenge your viewpoint of rats. Let's all try to be more like a rat and show some empathy to all the spooky animals this season.
We are merry, we are not so scary. Bats and cats and rats and spiders, please be aware, do not be afraid.